Former NFL star Steve Smith Sr. is facing a lawsuit over his alleged affair that we reported on a couple months ago.
A man just caught NFL legend Steve Smith Sr. sleeping with his wife.
Hey, yo, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you my wife, bro.
I'm sorry.
Under North Carolina state laws, so
call this phone.
This is from that. So it looks like, Steve Smith Sr. is being sued by the man who is accusing Steve Smith of smashing his wife and texting her and all that. So it looks like the lawsuit was filed in Mecklenburg County on Tuesday, and he's seeking more than $100,000 in damages under the state law known as the Alienation of Affection law.
There's an old law still on North Carolina books and also 6 other states. It's called Alienation of Affection. And for one man in Eastern North Carolina, well, it meant a huge payout. Kevin Howard is that man, and in this Pitt County courtroom, he sued the man his wife had an affair with and won a judgment of $750,000.
I filed the case because I feel it's very important that people understand that the sanctity of marriage is important.
When we seen somebody win that
Fantasia.
I was getting ready to say we
Fantasia.
seen that.
Also Sheriff Donnie Harris.
We've seen this case before.
This is why I love this state.
Yeah, former Sheriff Donnie Harris got convicted behind some shit
I'll
like
put
that.
up with the nasty ass mustard barbecue sauce for this.
Oh, hold on. Ain't active state representative right now.
Okay, so we got a couple people. That's why I love North Carolina.
We've
You
seen
can
this
be a
before.
whore in this state. Just don't be a married
Don't
whore.
with somebody married.
Yeah,
We've seen this before.
Yeah, you
But-
can be a single whore.
I don't know.
What?
This right here screams he's not gonna win. Let me tell you why. Because she had red flags from the beginning.
That don't mean nothing.
Yes, it does.
He's legally married to her.
I mean, that's true. But if your wife openly is giving herself up, disregarding your marriage,
Does he know that you're married?
and
If he
when
knows
y'all,
you're-
and then
if
also,
he knows you're married, it doesn't
and also-
matter how she's feeling.
he knew.
right? But
You
when
know
right,
she's
so-
married. It don't care if she's feeling. You knew she was married. You're in the wrong. I'm saying if he didn't know, he good.
Yeah, but he knew. He actively knew she was married. He even said sorry to the husband when he approached him and my bad, dog.
I mean, again, if she's done it before, and if it's proven that she's around on him before, right? Then can you blame him? You know what I'm saying? That's the part
Blame
that I'm
who?
just saying.
Yes.
If his wife has a history of on him,
Yes, you blame
You know what I'm
anybody
saying?
who messes with
You
a
know what I'm
married
saying?
woman.
That means
a
she-
known married woman. You blame any man who messes with a known married woman.
And that goes to the point of, can you not control yourself?
Isn't Steve Smith married?
yeah.
Okay. How would he feel if his wife was doing this to him?
I mean, he probably.
How
I
does
don't know.
Steve Smith's wife
I mean,
look? Let me
we don't
try.
know.
It comes down to, can you control yourself?
I mean, I get what you're saying, though.
We dropped the married.
I
thing.
get what you're saying.
I mean, be able to control
marriage
yourself as
should-
the married man.
to me, it's just
But
marriage is
you
off
know that
limits.
she's
Yeah.
married. Why?
I'm saying if she's openly
don't matter.
actively pursuing him, that's a different story.
It
No,
don't
it ain't.
matter. It's still, are you strong enough to decline the invitation?
I get what
because
you're
you know
saying.
what
I get what you're saying, but if she coming down talking, and you saw the text message, she was saying some explicit shit like, "Look, if you, if it was somebody, listen, if it was a hot woman that you was interested in, whether you knew she was married, or let's just say you didn't know she was married, and she was talking that explicit shit that she was saying to Steve Smith, wasn't you ready?"
As a broke man, I'd
No,
be ready to
I'm
smash.
just saying, wait.
As a man with money, I'd have to think about it and probably let it go, because
I get
you
what you're
already see. And then you in Mecklenburg County, you know this is where this stuff happens. That's where Fantasia's happen.
Got caught up.
You know, smashing married women is a no. You know this.
Yeah, don't.
Or just somebody married, period.
Yeah, just
'Cause
smashing somebody
Fantasia
married.
was a
Period.
married
If
man.
you know that person is married, you have to call the game. You have to call it off.
We've had 2 politicians and 1 entertainer that was sued.
I love it.
Successfully sued.
I love it. Ain't nobody should be messing with no married people. Now, if they hide their marriage, and that's different. But yeah,
We definitely need
married
to-
whores need to be punished, both men and women.
And like you said, if they chose to get married and that's not the life they lead. Now, if they lead that type of lifestyle, and
swinging is completely different than
that's what
this.
I'm saying. If you decide,
What if she said that to him?
I don't care. If you decide to get married, man
didn't
or
agree to
woman, if you,
I'm just saying, what if she told Steve Smith that? That's how.
that
Oh,
they
don't.
swinging.
Yeah.
He didn't say
that.
He
Yeah.
didn't say that. Stop it. But
We don't
if
know.
you know
Them
that
text
this
messages.
person is married, that let them suffer. Get a divorce.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna get a divorce because she done questionable shit since he been with her.
It don't matter.
Well, the old boy get ready to dig in Steve Smith pockets.
Yeah. He about to be $100,000 richer.
Yeah, he getting ready to get in Steve
Unless
Smith
Steve Smith settles for like maybe 50K outside of court.
pockets. So quick.
Yeah. Steve, there ain't nothing Steve can say. He already apologized.
You're in the wrong.
He admitted guilt.
I get you, man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see how
Leave
that
these
plays
married
out.
women alone if you got money. Leave these married people alone if you
Look,
got
you
money.
can't mess with
'Cause in North
married.
Carolina,
You can't mess with no young. You can't.
No,
probably-
you can mess with young
You can't
girls.
mess with no
There's
damn.
no-
you can't
no.
mess with no old.
There's a law in North Carolina.
I get what you're saying.
Specifically
I know. I'm just saying.
Dub calls it a
I'm
rule
just saying.
for whores.
Damn, boy, it's
That's
hard.
what it is.
It's hard for a man. It's hard for a man, let alone a black man. God damn. Well, you gotta
So, yeah, remember that, all you North Carolina folks watching this.
Or
if y'all
even
are
if-
married and
even-
your woman cheats, you can sue
You
the
get
mom.
some money. You
And
get
vice
some
versa,
money. Yep.
ladies. Yeah, so people get paid for being married whores here. Love it. Okay. I want to move
You
on.
better hope nobody ever lie to your ass. Boy.
No, if they lie, that's a
That's
different
different.
story.
That's different.
I would never mess with a known
I
married
got what
woman.
you're saying, but that's the point that somebody can actually lie and hold that
No,
back.
no, lying is completely different. If you hide the fact that you were married, then that's completely different than me knowing you're married.
So what if let's hypothetically speak. So what if you didn't know and you've been smashing about 6 months to a year and it comes out? Stopping? I'm talking about
Because you have to prove that you knew they were married. That's a part
No,
of
I'm saying, but what if she divulged and told you that?
I'd stop.
You have to stop. It's
I've
not-
never been in that situation, to be honest. I've never smashed a married woman, or at least to my knowledge, I haven't.
Not in the state of North Carolina.
No, just never. I've never done it.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
I haven't in the state of North Carolina, but you know,
Well, you added stipulations. I haven't done it anywhere on this
I know in
planet.
the state of North Carolina you can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't do those type of things. That's not my bag, so I'm not too worried about doing that. Because if a woman tells me she's married, I'm like, you gotta at least separate from your husband before I separate them cheeks. Yeah, so I don't play that. So yeah, well, hopefully I'm for dude, because I know people think dude is a simp, and he is. I think dude is a sucker who's suing Steve Smith, and I think Steve Smith is a sucker. I think nobody looks good in this situation. Everybody looks like a piece of shit. But at the end of the day, you know, hey,
everybody cheated.
yeah,
Everybody
cheated.
married and cheated. It's crazy.
Yeah. But speaking of which, I wanted to move on.